everybody says, oh yeah, we're pretty good in customer service. But how do you measure it? Report cards are great for this because we all know the system. This was our educational system all of our life. We know what an A is. We know what a C is. We know what that means. So let's have a look at that report card. Notice for an A, when people have a great experience with us, they advertise for us. I even had some questions down there. We won't do all the exercises. Write down, you can even think about it, a time when you had such a wonderful experience as a customer, you'll never forget it. If we had the time, we could all have the stories. We've told those stories. That time you were treated so well, the way it may have even started out badly, but the way they ended up was so exceptional, you told people about that. That's powerful advertising. That's the kind of advertising we want. Now, people that grade you an A or B will advertise for you for free. Isn't that wonderful? The D's and F's, they advertise too. Except they tell more people. As I like to say, they're even more evangelistic. They tell everybody. I was doing a speech in Woodland Hills, California, Southern California, and all I said, a group of 400, all I said was, if someone has a bad experience with a company, they will tell other people. That's all I said. A woman in the very back row, waving her arm, and then shouted, I'd like to tell everybody in this room about the worst company in California. I was thinking to myself, I didn't even ask for a volunteer. And their sound guy was taking a mic over. I wasn't too happy about that either. He's taking her microphone, and she grabs the mic, and she says, it's Jay's Bridal and Tux. I said, what happened, ma'am? She said, that's where I got my wedding gown. Now she's telling her story to 400. That's where I got my wedding gown. And I went there 2 days before the wedding for the final fitting of the gown. When I put it on, they had botched it up so bad that it wouldn't zip, the buttons wouldn't button. And I said to them, you have ruined my wedding gown. And they said, ma'am, looks like you've gained a lot of weight since the last time you... Do you see the report card grade slipping down a little bit right there? She continues. I explained to them, I beg your pardon, I weigh less now than the last time I've been losing weight for my wedding. You just ruined it. And they said, ma'am, we can still fix it. But because it's a last-minute alteration, now it will cost triple. I said, what'd you do, ma'am? She said, what could I do? Now she's yelling at me. I didn't have anything to do with it. What could I do? There's the difference between the D and the F, my friends. She felt like she had no other choice. She felt like there was no other time to go somewhere else to get the gown. That's why she moved from the D to the F. That's why she feels victimized. That's why she's standing up in front of 400 strangers doing what most people say is the greatest fear humans have. A's and B's stay loyal. C's, you can be exchanged with someone else. C's will stay loyal until a better deal comes along. Remember the old phrase years ago, do whatever it takes to satisfy the customer? Remember that? Okay, guys, that's old school these days. Satisfying the customer is no longer enough. Satisfied? What's that? Check out a newlywed couple. Oh, you've been married for a month. How's it going? Well, I'm satisfied, I guess. What? You don't want to be satisfied. Hey, by the way, remember in school, do you remember what grade was satisfactory? I remember I got a bunch of them. C's. C's were satisfactory. C's are not enough. We have to dazzle the customers. Look at the expression. We got to knock their socks off.